Good evening, everyone. It's the Activated One, New Bright 10. And first and foremost, I want to say peace to the universe and peace to the ones with souls, the souls that will be activated. Now, when you're dealing with the Zodiac sign, who taught them about astrology? Who taught them about astrology and how to use it for the mass majority of people? You use the astrology because astrology is nothing but the alignment of certain galaxies. That's all it is. It's the alignment of certain galaxies. And when certain galaxies align a certain way, then they use that to they use that for a limitation of your mind power. Because we taught them that back in Egypt. When we was in Egypt, we taught them about the astrology. We gave them something. See, because the mass majority of people, you got to give them something for hope, even though they really don't mean nothing for the future. I mean, it is what it is. They don't mean nothing for the future. The mass majority of the people that's walking this planet right now, what do? They're existing. They're just sitting around, eating, using the bathroom, having sex, going to work, and living their life. That's fine if that's what you choose to do. But see, in this three-dimensional realm, when you're dealing with the upper dimensions, the upper dimensional beings, they don't care about none of that. All this is a test. This is a school. All this is a test. So when you're dealing with the zodiac symbols, when you look at these symbols and you see these symbols and these signs, this is what we gave them. We gave them this back in Egypt. To have them, to keep them hopeful, to keep them have some hope in their lives. So when somebody says, oh, I'm not messing with a Gemini because Geminis, they do this and they do that, what that is, it's a limitation on your mind. If you say, oh, I'm a Leo, I need to be, I need to be running things, this and that, but there's always an upside, there's always a downside. It's never nothing linear. It's never nothing going straight. Never nothing going straight with these symbols and these signs dealing with the zodiac sign, because all it is a mental limitation on your mind. So when somebody automatically says, oh, I'm a Scorpio, I don't even do research on a lot of stuff. So I ain't even looked this stuff up. I just go by, the intel that I receive. And the zodiac signs is nothing but a mental limitation. It wants to put your mind into a limitation stage where you don't even really see what's really going on with that person that you encounter, because you already have it set in your mind. You already have it set. You're like, oh, he's a Gemini, or he's a Scorpio, or he's this and that. And you don't even know that person might actually be the one to help you in a situation in your life in the future. But that's the limitations. See, because everything about the beast, everything about mankind and the beast, they took everything from us and flipped it on the mass majority of the people. Zodiac signs, they took that, flipped it, and because the alignments, when you're dealing with the alignments of the galaxies, right? Each galaxy because majority of the stuff that the zodiac signs are lined up with, they're galaxies. Some of them are stars, some of them are galaxies. But you can only see so far on this planet into space. You can only see so far. And you notice that the zodiac signs, they're all in circles, because the thing about galaxies, galaxies move in a circle, because we're in the three-dimensional realm. So it has to move in a circular rotation, because the mass majority of the people have a circular mind frame. Like I broke down in my other video, that's why you have a halo over your head when you're dealing with religion and it's Christianity. Why would they put the halo over your head? Because it's telling you to keep on that hamster wheel, to keep that circular mind frame. That's why they put the halo over the head, the mind. Same with these zodiac signs. It's a circular mind frame. Because mass majority of these people that's on this planet right now, they don't serve a purpose for the future. They don't. They're gonna fade away. Their soul's gonna fade away. Each time they reincarnate, it's gonna get dimmer, dimmer, and then they're gonna fade away to nothing. Because they serve no futuristic purpose. If you don't serve no futuristic purpose, what is your life even worth? Your life's not worth nothing, really, but to be a slave. This planet is a test. It is a school. This three-dimensional realm is a school. It's a test. And the mass majority of the people won't be worthy to move forward. That's why when I encounter people and I talk to people and I encounter them, and then as soon as they start talking, I already know where they're at mentally. I'm already dissecting their neurotransmitters in their mind. I'm already dissecting that. I already can see the possible future of that individual. So when you're dealing with these zodiac signs, the mental limitation. He's a Pisces. I don't want to deal with him. He's aggressive, this and that. But this is the same structure that we had gave mankind. We gave mankind the same structure back in Egypt. They took everything from Egypt. They took everything from the Olmecs, the Aztecs, and all that stuff. They took everything and they flipped it on the mass majority of people. Why do you think they got the pyramids on $1? That's so old. I'm like 15 years on that. But I'm just, because there's some new people that be listening to these videos that really don't know the Egyptian structure on how everything is run for the society. And if your mind's not activated, if you don't activate your mind, then you won't be worthy in the future. That's just the way it is. And this is not religion. This has nothing to do with religion. Religion. What's the legion? What's the legion when you're dealing with religion? Religion. And it was so funny because I already had decoded religion like years ago. And then I had seen a brother on the internet and he was breaking down the word religion, the religion. So there's certain people that's receiving this stuff that, because everything on this planet, everything in this three-dimensional realm in this planet is codes. You have to crack the codes. If you're not cracking the codes and you're not seeing through people, not at people, but through people, then you'll be stuck in this prison for the rest of your life. Lives with an S. And that's just the way it is when you're dealing with these zodiac signs. These zodiac signs is nothing but a limitation on your mind. That's all it is. I had a family member. I was talking to one of my family members, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she's a Gemini, so she this and that, this and that, this and that, da 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 da." And and then he's like, "Well, I'm a Pisces, so Pisces, and I'm not compatible, this and that." But the whole point, this is the whole point I'm making. It's the limitation factor, because when you put a limitation on your mind, then you're limited. You're limited. You're going to pass up opportunities in your life that you might not even knew about. These opportunities that come into your life, you passed it up because somebody's a Pisces, somebody's a Gemini, somebody's a Leo. And some things, that's the thing about the constellations. That's the thing about these constellations. They serve a purpose for the universe. They do serve a purpose, but you don't want to. They serve a purpose for the universe, but they don't serve a purpose for you. It's a limitation factor. It's going when you believe. See, that's the word believe. When you believe it, anything that you believe in, you guys got to look at stuff on how it is. This is how it is. This is like the Bible, like Christianity in the Bible. You're going to sit there and tell me that the Bible's not a slave book? The Bible is strictly a slave book. Buy, bail. What's the buy? It's the two. The dual energy process. Good, bad, God, devil. Good, evil, God, devil. But see, and you wonder why that these Jews are in power right now, and you wonder why they live in a life where they're super degenerates, but they still in power. You could talk all that stuff about the Jews and say this about the Jews and don't like the Jews, but they still in power. You can't knock power. How you gonna knock power? Yeah, some of them is degenerates and some of them is, allegedly child molesters and allegedly this and that. But when it comes down to it, they still in power though. They still run you. They still sign your checks when you go to the bank and cash them. So how you gonna be mad at the Jews? You can't be mad at the Jews. I give props where props due. They stuck together and they got in power. They stuck together and they got in power. So how the hell you gonna be mad at them? And you got these racist white supremacists, and you got a couple of brothers on the internet, whatnot, talking stuff about the Jews. How you gonna talk stuff about the Jews when they signing your checks? You talking to that's basically just talking stuff to your boss. That's who your God is the Jews. That's who your Bible is. The Bible, your God is the Jews. You still believing in that book? That's what I said, man. We at the last stages of that book. That book is finished. That book's done. That's why I be seeing these cats on the internet still preaching about the Bible, still going into the Bible. Damn, the tribe of Judah is nothing but the Leo constellation. That's it. That's all it is. 12 tribes are Israel, the 12 constellations. And see, that's the thing with dealing with that book. All these doctrines out here, man. All these doctrines out here. It's for you good slaves. It's what these books is out here for you to be a slave, to put some faith and some belief. Leaf. Really good slaves out here. But that's fine though. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. Dealing with that's why I said, man, the mass majority of the so-called black race, they're stuck in conscious mode. I've been on the internet, I've been on social media and seeing this. They stuck in conscious mode. And a lot of people that are woke, they're younger. They're probably in like their teens or their early 20s that are woke. And then a lot of people that are like in their 30s and 40s, they're conscious. And then you're going to have the certain ones that's going to be activated, because there's only 4 stages in this 3-dimensional realm, because you have 3, like I said in my last videos, you have 3 stages, which is the 3-dimensional realm. And then you have another, because each dimension is connected. So you can only go to the 4th dimension and receive from that. So that's what's so funny when people say, I'm ascending to the 5th dimension. How you going to go to the 5th dimension? You ain't going to the 4th. That's why they're not coming with nothing next. They're not coming with nothing next because they're focused on the 5th dimension. The 5th dimension, that is the first stage to the 8th dimension. Because each dimension is 3 stages. You can't go from the 1st dimension, 2nd dimension, 3rd dimension, right? So the 3rd dimension and the 4th dimension is connected. So you're receiving from the 4th. So you can't go to the 5th without going through the 4th. That's why these teachers out here may be like, "Oh yeah, I'm the 5th dimension, and I've been receiving stuff from the 5th dimension." The 5th dimension will rip your will demolish your damn molecules, your atoms in your body. That's what the 5th dimension does. It'll rip you and shred you into pieces. You ain't worthy to be in the damn 5th dimension anyway. You ain't even going through the 4th. How you gonna go through the 4th if you ain't going through one of us? It's just that simple. That's why a lot of the stuff that I've been receiving, this intel that I've been receiving, I ain't been doing videos on it, because there's another mission for me. A lot of stuff. When you go on my old videos, when you look at my old videos and you see all that intel, I'm still receiving it, but I ain't putting in a lot of the intel in these videos no more because I'm elevating. I'm going to a different stage. There's going to be a certain way you're going to have to get that intel. That's why I'm doing a video on the word us. Hold on one second. Gotta shut this door. Kind of loud in here. So I'm doing a video on the word us. The word us. See, because when you're dealing with I'm gonna give y'all a little sample of the next video. When you're dealing with these teachers and you're dealing with individual people, the stuff that comes out their mouth, you can actually decode it and see what they on. Even these teachers that's on the internet, the ones with 400,000 followers, 1,000,000 followers, and they teaching. But see, when you come across one of us that's on the planet right now, the new beings, when you come around, you can't get nothing past us. Can't get nothing past us, man. That's why they avoid us. They avoid us. And see, that's one thing about dealing with mankind and dealing with the beast also. They can't get nothing past us either. And you know, me and some of my people, we got a joke. It's a joke. But we say this, we say, should we hate? Shit, I'm not a racist. I hate everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's an inside joke. But, you know, a lot of people don't get that. But I'm not a racist. I hate everybody. Care what color you are. I don't care if you look like me. If your mind is still flooded with the beast philosophy, then I don't look at you as my peer. Or even standing close to me. Your mind's flooded with that. Your mind's flooded with that, man. It's only going to be two things that's going to happen. Either you're going to go past that or you're going to stay like that. That's the only two things that's going to happen. The yin and the yang. The dual energy process. Simple as that. And a lot of the intel I've been receiving, I ain't been making videos on it. Because there's another stage to this elevation, this evolution. Always been about evolution. It's always been about mind power. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't even knock the Jews. People mad at the Jews, and Jews is in power. Running, cashing y'all's checks. You getting loans from the bank that the Jews own. And then it's so funny, like some of these racist white supremacists, they'll talk shit about the Jews, but then go to their bank and get a loan. Like, double-minded. That's the Zodiac signs. That's the Zodiac signs. And I got a request to join this group. Y'all joined it anyway, because you gotta get the intel out. But it was a Judah group. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do the Zodiac. I'm gonna do the Zodiac video. And they still talking about that book. Like, just holding on. They can't even extend their minds past that Bible. By Baal. What's by? The two. What's the El? The Elohims. Who's the Elohims? The fallen ones. Where did they fall from? Because you got three-dimensional beings, right? And you got four-dimensional beings. The three-dimensional beings, they use spaceships. They travel they can travel at 99.99999 to the speed of light. Close to it. That's how they travel. The fourth dimensional beings and up, they don't even use spaceships. They use portals. They go through the dead zones. They open up portals. That's why it's called portals. Like I broke down in my last video. They're porting the intel. Portals. You can't go through a portal if you still messing with information. You're gonna be stuck in this prison, man, with all these different beings walking this planet. But that's what the word new being means. It means a new being. A new being. What's a new being? A new being that walked the planet. These zodiac signs, man. Every time I see that line, and it's so funny because I go on the internet and I just see cats just representing these animals on this planet. You're gonna represent the animals. You don't even got that genetic in you. You don't even got the animal genetic in you, man. And then that's why they say the serpent. They said the serpent and the dinosaurs and all that was evil. Why do you think that? Y'all don't question nothing. Y'all just go with it. You'll be real good slaves, man. Y'all got the mind of the beast on you. You got the mark of the beast on you. Sick. Y'all got the 3 6s in your forehead. And I'm not even talking about the electrons and neutrons and all that stuff. I'm talking about your mind frame. Not even talking about that. Don't question nothing. Everything on a massive scale in this 3-dimensional realm. You ain't questioning it. You a slave. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what job, what degree you got. You a slave. You're beneath us. You're underneath us. And you'll find that out in the future. All this stuff that's being built on this planet, all this stuff, all these new cities that's being built. Who you think they building that for? Who you think they building that for? Simple as that. That's why that Bible, man, that book is nothing but a slave book. Why you think these racist slave owners back in the South used to carry that book around? That was their power. And now you got it in your hand. You know why? Because you still a slave. That's why you got that book in your hand. You still a damn slave, man. It is what it is. It's the year 2020. Ain't no sugarcoating, nothing else no more. Either you going through one of us or you a slave. It's just that simple. Period. See, the thing about my life, when I came back on this planet, so I've been here before. When I came back on this planet and I'm seeing the way it is, it was so funny because on Facebook there was a picture of a newborn baby, and he had a grown face to him, and he was just looking evil, like he was just looking like newborn baby. He had a little, they put the little hat on him, and little baby. And they had comments that said, "Name this baby." I didn't even think about a name. I didn't even read the comments. When I saw the baby, I wrote, "Damn." Back, no, I wrote on the post. I wrote, "Damn, back here again, and y'all still ain't in power." That's how his face looked, like disgusted. Like, man, I'm back here on this planet again. Y'all still under these real. It's just real. That's why that book, that Bible, the Quran, all that stuff, man. Even the meta netter don't even make no sense, man. Them civilizations failed. They're done. They're finished. Y'all trying to a lot of people trying to bring them civilizations back, man. Them motherfuckers, man, the ancestors, they been moved on. They ain't even thinking about you. You think they thinking about you? No, they done moved on. They either back here or somewhere else. Just that simple. That's why you got to focus on the ascendants. Who's the ascendants? Your children. And they flipped everything on y'all. Got y'all worried about dead people. People that done passed away. People that don't even fucking matter no more. Don't even damn matter no more. Yeah, you acknowledge them. You acknowledge them, but you don't focus on them. You don't focus on those people that done passed away already. They passed away. They ain't even thinking about you. But you thinking about them. See, they flipped everything on y'all. See, shout out to mankind, man. Shout out to the beast, man. I salute a salute to the beast, man. Y'all doing a real good job. Got these celebrities out here and all this stuff. Y'all looking this stupid ass music. These rappers and stuff, they still talk. Even some of these producers that's out here right now, are independent. They still rapping about the same damn crap. I'm sitting there, man, listening to one of the old producers from back in the day from the South. I'm sitting there like, you still rapping? Like, you ain't did nothing, man. They think because they think money's gonna save them. Money ain't gonna save you. Not when we back on the planet. Hey, that definitely ain't gonna save you. No money gonna save you. I don't care if you got $500 million and you still pumping that poison in the neighborhood. Don't let us get in the power because we're gonna judge you and you're gonna be done. You're gonna be finished. Don't let us get in the power soon because we ain't playing with nothing black and we ain't playing with nothing white. It is what it is, man. This is raw and uncut. I'm through playing with these Negroes, man. Pumping that poison, man. Poison the damn children's minds and got them all running around the goddamn streets acting like a goddamn fool because the beast told you to do. You still rapping about that stuff, man. Don't let us get the gavel. It's gonna be over for you. All these producers and rappers, man. We get the gavel, we all finished. It is what it is, man. Poison the children's minds. That's gonna be life in prison messing with us. You ain't gonna see daylight no more. Don't let us get in the power, man. Because it's a planetary shift that has to be happening. And it has to alter, it has to shift. It has to, and it's going to. I don't even care if you look like me. Just because you look like me, you not my people. Period, point blank. You are not my people. You look like me and your mind's still toxic with that philosophy, doctrines, beast pushing, you playing that poison music, all that crap. But I look like you, so I'm supposed to be your people. No, it's a new age. It's a new breed coming out of here. The golden ones. Like the brother had said that other day on I was listening to this guy's video. I was like, I like that. I like golden. No black. Black is for darkness. That came from the beast anyway. It is what it is, man. Don't let us get that gavel. We get that gavel, man. We get in the power. And you know what's so funny? Look at, see, this how mainstream do so-called black people. When you watch the news, I mean, not the news. When you watch these judge shows, while the so-called, you notice this stuff? Go back and look at this. When you watch the so-called black judges on the shows, right? Every time they make a PowerPoint, what happens? Everybody claps. You know why they do that? Because they don't want you to take them serious. Then go back and look at the so-called white judges. Every time they make a PowerPoint, what happens? It's silence. Because submentally, they're trying to make you look at that as them being jokers. The so-called black judges being jokers, not taking them serious. Go back and look at all the so-called black judges on TV. Go back, every time they make a PowerPoint, what do they clap? They do that. They do all that stuff for a reason, man. It's submental. They're pushing this stuff in your head, like not trying to take them serious. But then when you got the so-called black judge, the so-called white judge, when they make a PowerPoint, what happens? It's silence. Everybody's shaking, nodding their head, like, "Oh yeah, that was decent. I can agree with that." Because they don't take y'all serious. People don't. Man, the whole world don't take black people serious. I definitely don't take y'all serious. Because it takes a whole planet to get a couple of people into the future. A whole planet. Because in the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, sixth dimension, and up, nobody dies in those dimensions. Everybody is extracted from these dimensions. Nobody dies and nobody's born. Everybody's extracted. That's why you're dealing with these Zodiac signs, man. These Zodiac signs ain't nothing but limitations on your mind. That's all they are. They're limitations. And when I heard that brother say that stuff, he's like, "Oh yeah, she's a Gemini and I'm a this and that." I'm like, okay, she's a Gemini, okay, whatever, But my mind's so activated, so I'm just listening to it. It's sounding like, remember off that, I don't know if y'all my age, I'm 41, but remember the Charlie Brown cartoon, when his mom used to talk, he'd be like, that's how these people sound to me when they talk to me. Like I'm hearing them, but I ain't listening. See, because you can hear something, right? When you hear something, like you hear, and they be like, "Did you hear that?" See, but when you're listening, you're paying attention. I don't even. People be talking to me, man. That stuff sound like the mother off Charlie Brown. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Talking about the same stuff over and over again. A circular mind frame. Circular mind frame. But see, that's fine though. That's fine. Because that's why the Jews, they do astrology. They break it down the codes and the astrology and all that stuff to put it on the masses. And that's fine. You know, somebody got to do it. You're going to be mad at the Jews because they empower and they running the bank system and all that stuff. And they running stuff. Y'all mad at them. What are you going to be mad at them for? I don't even get into politics. But what you mad at Trump for? On some real talk. You know one thing about Trump, because I don't even get into politics, but I'll sit here because, you know, they push it so much on TV. You sit there and you watch it here and there. You know, they'll push it. It'll be a commercial or something like that when I'm watching TV or a movie or something. I really don't watch a lot of television anyway. But, you know, I've been hearing this stuff and I'm thinking to myself, like, I said, man, Trump was actually trying to help you Negroes. He was actually trying to help you Negroes on some real talk. Trump was actually trying to help you Negroes, man. See, but the banking system and the Jews, they had to, you know, in the secret government, they had to manipulate him to do certain things, or he'd be JFK'd, allegedly. He'll be JFK'd, allegedly. See, Trump know that. Like I said, I don't even get into politics. I'm just using that as an example on how y'all ain't activated, so y'all can't see none of this stuff. He was actually trying to help y'all, but you know, then you know the secret government stepped in and all them stepped in and you know had to manipulate him real quick. You know, probably gave him a reminder. Probably put you know a picture of an old cat that they have problems with on the table that ain't living no more. Like, hey, you remember that picture? Yeah. Okay, well we need to get this done. Like, oh shoot, like oh. Damn Zodiac signs putting faith. Cats be tripping me out, man. Putting faith into not even faith. That's a religion word, man. I'm not even gonna say faith. But it's a quick video, man. I'm not doing a lot of the intel I've been receiving, so I want to say peace to the universe, and it's the activated one, New Brighton, the Futuritarian.